What is going on, YouTube? My name is Bankrupt. Thank you for tuning in. And today we have another Star Wars matchup. We have Chewbacca Red taking on Chirrut Yellow. So like always, there's buttons down below. Feel free to click them there for a reason. But let's get into today's matchup. This is an interesting matchup. I was actually the Chewbacca player here, and Chewbacca is a leader unit who can play units and they gain Sentinel. On the deployed side, he is a 2/9 with Grit and Sentinel. So the more damage he takes, the stronger he becomes. And we've seen Chirrut before. Can give on the undeployed side, he can give a unit +0/+2. And then on the deployed side, it's a 3/5 that cannot technically be defeated by damage until the end of until during the regroup phase. So if he has damage that exceeds his health by that point, he's out. So here we're starting out with 2 resources going into Restore Arc, which is a nice little recovery unit, which is kind of nice. Chirrut taking the initiative here. We go into the next phase as Green Squadron hits the board right prior to that moment. So having 3 resources each. And knowing one of these things, this is probably a moment where the Chirrut player will hold off on attacking with Restore Arc, hopefully to get damage to restore afterwards. If they decide to play Ezra, which is a unit I don't think I've seen on the channel before. Not a lot of people I've seen, in at least on our circle, play it. But when this unit completes an attack, look up top card of your deck. You may play it, discard it, or leave it at the top of your deck. Very great for resource knowledge, or even just be able to attack with it. If it's a card you can pay for, why not pay for it? And then you don't have to do an action afterwards. You just take the initiative if you want to. Chewbacca did play the Fleet Lieutenant to swing with Green Squadron, getting a couple damage out there. Now we put in the damage at 2 to 4. Chewbacca player does have the initiative token now, where it's kind of deciding what to do. So go ahead and go for an attack. Take out the Restore Arc here, so that way there's no more healing occurring on that side. Getting the Sharpshooter out, which gives it a +1/+1, allows you to attack with it. Taking out the Fleet Lieutenant. And this will put Ezra to, I think, still 3 damage. And this is a moment where I probably would go straight into a Tarkin Town if he didn't see the Jedi lightsaber. Like, that is such a good grab, because now it gives him an additional 3 health, so he survives Tarkin Town effect. I cannot get rid of it. Now I have to think of another way going around this situation. Yeah, being able to pull a card like that and just be able to play it on, and also he's a Force user, so like he gets the additional benefits for Jedi's lightsaber as well. So here I play K2, knowing that if he wants to attack into, or I could use K2 to sack into Ezra, I have the option there for it, and then immediately could deal 3 damage afterwards. So Chirrut does have the initiative here. And immediately swinging into base here. Getting the top look on the card. And it's a card they want to play for 4 resources. It's a takedown. And like just immediately like once again, such a good find. So here I'm debating about making him discard a card. See how many cards are in his hand, or make him take the 3 damage. I think ultimately we go for the 3 damage here, yeah. But like 2 in a row, Ezra has pulled off like a very useful card. Here, like he could literally, if he wanted to just take initiative and start next phase with another swing of Ezra. I do swing with this Green Squadron, and he's debating on deploying the leader now. Leader has hit the board, and then we immediately have our own takedown to get rid of it. One of the bright sides of having an opponent who has a leader with 5 health, you could just snipe it out of the way. Chirrut does have the initiative once again, and they're paying 2 for a surprise attack, getting that extra 3 points damage, putting it up to 19 to 11. And once again, it's another card that they can play, which is just really great. This card has ambush, immediately just getting out to attack. And this would pretty much complete their turn. Going into my turn, trying to figure out what's the best option here. We play Obi-Wan as a defensive option here. And here, I forgot, I didn't realize where the damage was on that unit, and I could use Tarkin Town to take it out, and he just reminded me that, oh yeah, so game's not quite over. Chewbacca's still in this. We'll see what happens. I will say in this moment, I did feel like I was like, there's nothing I can do. I feel like this Ezra is just doing so much. But hopefully, having Obi-Wan on the board will allow him to immediately attack with Ezra to just, this would be a trade here. Unfortunately, I'll have no targets for Obi-Wan to give the experience tokens to. Oh yeah, he's not quite dead yet. That's right. And he decides to discard the Fleet Lieutenant instead of using it. And here I just use make an opening, get a couple heals out here, and then just finish off Ezra. Yoda hits the board with a nice restore and a 2/4 body. I play Chewbacca, so he has to target into it if he wants to do anything with that. Giving Yoda the Jedi lightsaber just felt slightly annoying. So I turn around and give Chewbacca a shield token. Just a little extra protection here. I know Chewbacca wants to take damage, but I want to try to keep it alive a little bit longer on the ground side so I can at least get damage somewhere. Here we attack and then we go straight into the regroup phase. I didn't bother switching Chewbacca to exhaust mode. They had already claimed initiative. Going to the next phase, we're seeing like 8 resources each, and we are going to see Redemption hit the board and healing up 6 points here. Feels rough for me right now, but let's see what happens. We got a Wing Leader, but Wing Leader will not, we'll take this back in a second because Wing Leader doesn't actually help Chewbacca because Chewbacca is not a rebel. The whole like Zoid idea got in my head. I was like, oh, this is work. Oh, no, you can't do that. So instead we use one with the Force, which makes Chewbacca a 411, and we swing here. Now, I didn't catch it, but he only put 3 points of health there when it should have been a 4 point of damage because it gave 2 plus 2 experience tokens onto Chewbacca, making it, like I said, a 4 damage. And here we go into the regroup phase once again, instead of him attacking with Yoda. Now, if I could get something on the space side, it would be great. Or even, in my hand, I see a 4-star. A 4-star would be really great. The Redemption only has 3 remaining health. I could discard anything that costs 3 resources to hit it. I don't know if I actually have anything for 3 resources, so maybe he does, and I should go for that route. We'll see what happens. And this just finished the game up. Plans on him making him do 8 damage instead of 6 damage, and that pretty much takes up the game. That's today's episode. Thanks for all tuning in, and yeah, bye.